2, buckle my shoe. 3, oh, what's up? All right, hey, what's up? I'm live. All right, I'm live on, what am I live on? Oh yeah, I'm live on Facebook, and I'm not on the Indie Harvest partner page, but I'm on the Indie Harvest Church page, and I'm on the Paul and Thompson YouTube. Hello to everyone on YouTube. Hello to everyone on Indie Harvest Church page on YouTube. I mean on Facebook. Blessings to you. Real quick, yesterday for you all at Indie Harvest Partners, I gave a video to I did a video just to try to identify and to be open and honest that, you know, we all got things that we're going through, things are going on. You know, everybody's pressing, and the press is on, not only just for you, but it's on for everybody. And so you don't feel bad or condemned, because sometimes you can feel like I ain't being saved. You know, because you're having these natural problems in life. I'm not talking about sin. I'm just talking about emotion and mental stuff that's coming against you. We'll try to disorient you and just make you feel, just like you're cluttered. But Jesus came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. The whole goal of the enemy is one thing. And he says the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. John 10:10, but I've come that you may have life and that you may have it more abundantly. Now, one of the things the enemy does is he'll try to come against, he'll try to busy you. And while he's busying you with stuff and you busy with this, your guard is down. And while your guard is down, he pounces. Because while your guard is down, you know, for instance, you know, a lot of times the enemy will make you to try to make you distracted, or like back in the day, I look at some of those gangster movies, right? And those gangster movies, they be up there, and while they up there and they say, you know what, we can get some revenge. Yo, they just went over there and did that, man. We got to answer. We got to answer, right? So then they be like, let's go get him. And then they be like, nah, hold on, let's lay low in the cut. Let's lay low in the cut for a minute, and let's wait till they start slipping. And when we catch them slipping, we gonna take care of it then. But first, let's just chill. Let's watch them. Let's lay low and let's see what's going on. And that's what the enemy will do. The enemy will say, okay, just sit back and chill, and let's wait. And we're busy. Throw the marbles of life out there wherever they may fly, and we running and grabbing them. And we run and grab them, and we put our prayer life down. We put our fasting, prayer, word, fellowship life with the saints. That's very important. And our church life and everything. We put that down a little bit, and we not as attentive over those things like we used to be, or like we should be. And we're more attentive over getting and taking care of all this stuff, because we're scattered. Remember I talked about in James, how the tribes were scattered, and we're scattered. And while we're scattered and we put our arms down, and we're not ready, all of a sudden the enemy then pounces. And when he pounces, then you don't have your gun, you don't have your stuff, you don't have your weapon. Oh my goodness, because he caught you slipping. And so today, let's not let him catch us slipping, but instead let's break the pattern of the actions or the words that we have been saying and doing. Our pattern has been one way, and we've been dealing with one thing. You've been dealing with things that try to isolate you. You've been dealing with things that will try to keep you heavy, keep you in depression, or keep you, it may give you suicidal thoughts and everything, those things in there to try to do, and then to try to isolate you and keep you alone. Now, for me, I was telling you yesterday, I know the enemy would try to get me just to isolate me, just to be alone, just to be by myself, just to, I don't feel like being around nobody and everything. That's not always good. It wasn't so I can pray and be holy, be with God. It's because I wanted to be by myself and chill. It was because of emotional stuff that was going on, that all of a sudden, because of that, you feeling certain, you feel a certain way about it. You upset, you got things going on in your mind. You're thinking about how can you change the situation, work it out, and you don't feel like being around people, being loud. You don't feel like you want to think, or you just want to be to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or look at TV, or you want to try to get it out your your mind or whatever. And you get at that point and you get there. And so sometimes you get there and you get to that place where you're overwhelmed and you know you're overwhelmed. You got this stuff going on. You need to, and you say, you know what, man, it feel like I said it before yesterday. Like you feel like you don't. You're not heard by people when you say, I done had enough of this. You ever tell somebody, I tell you, I done had enough. And then they kept on going. You said, no, seriously, I really done had enough of this. I'm tired of this now. And some of you feel that way about certain things. Some of you feel that way about life. Some of you feel that way about people. You may have felt that way about church, whatever. You may have felt that way. And the enemy will get you to isolate yourself. Will get you to try to get you to isolate yourself, or to just to pull back. But now you break the pattern. Instead of doing what you have normally done, instead of being isolated, you know what? Change the pattern. Go make sure you fellowship. When the enemy's trying to keep you by yourself and trying to keep you and pound you, flip the script, as they would say on it. Begin to change your pattern of behavior. And like I said, it's not that it's going to change everything right then, but what it's going to do is going to start the process. We did not get here yesterday. We got where we are right now because of a series of events, decisions, situations, planned, unplanned, or divine. We're here. Now we have to begin to break the pattern, and we do what we can do. And what we can do is we can control our actions and we can control our words. So now I'm going to begin to change the pattern of the words that I've been speaking over my life and over this situation. And I'm going to begin to change the pattern of how I've been acting acting in life. I'm going to change the pattern of that. Instead of me, I'm just the easiest example I can use. Instead of me being alone and in a house with the door closed while everybody else in the living room or something like that, guess what? I'm going to be in the living room like I would normally be with everybody else. Now, that don't mean you got that. I'm not saying you don't supposed to be by yourself. I'm saying there's times for that and everything. I'm talking about when you're battling depression and when you fighting with these thoughts. All of a sudden, those things will try to keep you depressed, keep you isolated, keep you in a place to where it can keep wearing its pressure on you. But you have to begin to break the pattern. Break the pattern. You remember the prodigal son. He had to break the pattern. He got in the pattern of life to the place where, it got him to a place where he had nothing, but he said enough's enough. He got to the place and said enough's enough. And he said, I'm gonna make a decision. And this decision, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna tell Dad I'll be a servant. His one decision to say, you know what? Let me get back in place. Let me get back to the place where I'm supposed to be. Let me get back to the house. I'm in a pig pit. I'm in a pig pen walling with pigs eating slop. My father's servant eat better than me. Let me go back to be one of those. I'll be a servant for my father. Well, if you don't know the story, the father didn't let him be a servant. He gave him the ring, the robe, and the shoes, and he just celebrated him and had a party. But he started with a decision to say, let me go back. He didn't know what the father was going to do. He didn't know if he was going to say, yay, or nothing. He just knew that he had to do something. He just knew that what he was doing wasn't working. He just knew that he couldn't keep going the same way. And a lot of times the problem isn't the things that are around you. Listen to me. So a lot of times the problem could be simply the pattern or behavior that you have chosen to act and the things you have done. Sometimes you're like, for instance, my family. For instance, I remember back in the day, it wasn't nothing wrong with my family. The problem was with me because I was making the wrong decisions and then doing crazy. You know what I'm saying? That was the problem. And so sometimes the problem is our perception. Sometimes the problem could be us. But when it's that way, you don't know it because you're in the problem. So you got to first start out by saying, you know what? Let me just do something very simple. Let me do a faith act. I want to change. And this is for those that say, I'm ready for something to change. I'm ready for the enough's enough. And that's what it's time for. That's why I'm coming out. I begin to come out and talk and tell you this stuff. And I'm talking more on Facebook now. They're talking more yesterday and today. But I'm doing more of this. I know I don't do this normally. I normally don't. I'm breaking the pattern of what I got in. I got stuck in the pattern of only doing the lives when I was supposed to. I didn't, and so I wasn't up here doing my prophetic classes like I should be. I wasn't up here just talking to you as much as I should be. I wasn't talking to the partners as much as I should be. I wasn't doing certain things that I know that I should have been doing and everything. But instead, you just get stuck in the mode and just, I gotta take care of this, and you want to get all this stuff straight, and then I'll do this. All this stuff never gets straight first. You can't wait till that gets straight. So now by me coming and saying, you know what, let me get up here and let me get to talking. I've been up here 10 minutes. Let me get up here talking and let me do this because I'm not only breaking the pattern, but I believe that everybody, even at Indie Harvest, I believe that there's a pattern that we can break in our daily life that can help turn situations around. And all of a sudden, the prodigal son, he just changed and turned that and made that one simple decision. I'm going back to Dad's house. And changed everything. And today, your change is not spooky. Your change is not in an hour prayer that you got to do. Your change is not in a deliverance session. Your change is not in spitting. Your change is not in getting deliverance right now. Your change is not in none of that right now. Your change right now is not in you speaking in tongues, but it's you just doing this simple thing. Make a decision to change. Start changing patterns. Changing the pattern of your behavior. The behavior that's connected to the problem, begin to work on changing it. Little by little. God told them that at the children of Israel, you're going to possess it and you're going to go in the land, but he said it's going to be little by little, bit by bit, little by little. And so change, it may happen little by little. And then it may happen big, then little, then big. You never know how it's going to happen. But it will happen. All we have to do is do what we're supposed to do. And let's not be the ones that say, let's not be one that stays in the funk. Let's not wallow in the pig pen. Let's get up out of the pig pen. Come on. Look at it. It's sunny now. This is prophetic. Everybody try to be prophetic. This prophetic. When I was talking, it was gloomy now. So let me hurry up and stop before the sun go out. I'm here to mess up my propheticness now. No, but seriously, in all honesty, I'm great. I'm not looking at comments up here. I can't see them, but if there is any. But I just want to say, break the pattern. That's what we got to do. Break the pattern. Start breaking the pattern. And again, Jimmy, I'm good. I'm not saying all this stuff that I'm talking about is not because I'm ready to quit. I'm going crazy or nothing like that. Or John, the brothers be like, "You all right, Pastor? You all right?" No, I'm good. I'm trying to relate and show you that I know you're going through. And now it's time for us to do the Father's business. We got to unite. Glory to God. And so everybody that's out there, let's break the pattern. Let's break the pattern and start little by little, break the pattern and do the acts of faith that you can do. And watch, I believe as you break the pattern and as you do that your faith will speak for you. And that as you do that, it will empower you. And all of a sudden, it will opens things up. Because all of a sudden, watch this. When you go out there and then you go with the family, and then then on purpose, though, you then have to participate. You have to talk to them and open your mouth, or else it's useless. And so when you start doing it, you say, yeah, so you say, hey, how you doing today? Oh, yeah, so, yeah. And you start talking. I know I look silly. You start talking, doing that, and laughing and giggling, and all of a sudden you start feeling okay. And it wasn't because a magic potion. And I'm not doing. I'm a pastor. I believe in the prophetic, all that stuff and everything. But it's not because of none of that. It's because you made a decision to say, I'm not going to stay in this place right here. I'm going to get up there and I'm going to make a decision for life. Choose life. Jesus came. The devil claimed that you made to kill, steal, and destroy. But no, let's go forth. Choose life.